All right, thank you guys. Leicester City takes on Brighton, and that's going to be a 1 p.m. Eastern start time. Now, Leicester's the $1.38 favorite. Total's 2.5 flat. The draw's plus 270, and if you like Brighton, they're plus $4 for an upset win. And following Sunday sports wagering action, I'm 4-2 with a push in my last 7 Dog of the Day tier package plays on patreon.com/BrockPage. And that's a website where I sell really great sports pick subscriptions beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. Now, the extra daily pick is one of another package that I sell on that site, as I'm also 17-5 in my last 22 picks in that membership as well. And that's good for 77% during that stretch. I also have a bunch of different other, memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. And if you just want to check out the website, maybe browse a little bit, check out my current record. Link for that site is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. Now, Brighton's been victorious in just 1 out of their last 11 outings, and they were held scoreless in 4 of those contests. They lost to the likes of 17th place Bournemouth and 12th place Everton, along with a 1-0 loss to Crystal Palace. Brighton's been victorious in just 7 out of 30 total matches this season. They're also currently in 15th place out of 20 teams in the EPL. And they find themselves ranking 13th in total goals scored on the season. They're averaging just 1.13 goals per contest. Now, Leicester City, on the other side, they haven't lost in their last 3 straight matches, and that includes an impressive 4-0 shutout victory over Aston Villa. They also beat Birmingham City 1-0 in non-league competition. Leicester's currently in 3rd place with a 16-8 record and 6 draws. They also rank 3rd in total goals scored, while also giving up just 1.06 goals per contest on average for the season. Now, total-wise, 5 out of Leicester's last 6 stayed under the total of 2.5 goals. Meanwhile, Brighton, on the other side, saw 4 out of their last 5 get over that number themselves. Give me Leicester City minus 138 and the over 2.5 in that contest. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick timeout and welcome you to the video. Got some lines and personal leans out for Tuesday's international soccer action. But before we dive into some more of that, I just have to quickly remind you once again that after Sunday's sports wagering action, I'm 4-2 with a push in my last 7 Dog of the Day premium plays on patreon.com/BrockPage. And once again, that's a website where I sell really great sports pick subscriptions beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. There's also a bunch of different great memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. A lot of great variety there, a lot of great stuff going on. We'll bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. And another one of those packages on that site is called the Extra Daily Pick Tier Membership. It's only $2.99 through the end of the month. In addition to, going 7-4 my last 11 in that category, I'm also hitting at 17-5 in my last 22 picks in that membership as well, and that's good for 77% during that span. I strongly recommend you at least consider using the website for sports picks. They're my personal plays, games that I personally have action on, and once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. And with that said, let's go ahead and move on. I'm talking about Tottenham taking on West Ham United, 3:15 p.m. Eastern kickoff. Tottenham's they're minus 143. Total's 2.5, juiced to the over. The draw's plus 290, and if you like West Ham to get the job done, they're plus 380 for an outright win. Now, West Ham's coming fresh off a 2-0 shutout loss to Wolverhampton. They were also shut out by Arsenal 1-0 in their contest before that. West Ham's been victorious in just 1 out of their last 11, with shutout losses in 5 of those contests. Now, West Ham's currently in 17th place out of 20 teams in the EPL. They also rank 17th in total goals allowed. Meanwhile, Tottenham on the other side, they're just 4 points behind Manchester United for that 5th place spot. They also rank 5th in the Premier League in total goals scored. And speaking of the scoring in this one, we are looking at a Tottenham squad who saw 3 out of their last 6 get over the total of 2.5 goals. Meanwhile, on the West Ham side, 3 out of their last 6 also got over that total themselves. Give me Tottenham minus 143, winning this one outright in the over 2.5 goals in that contest. All right, next matchup. It is, what's that noise? I don't know. Anyway, next matchup, Spanish La Liga. I'm talking about Levante taking on Atletico Madrid, 1:30 p.m. Eastern kickoff. Madrid's minus 150, totals 2.5 juice to the under. The draw's plus 260, and if you like Levante in an upset, they're plus 450 for some money line cash. Now, Levante has been victorious in just 1 out of their last 5, and that includes a humiliating 3-0 shutout loss to 17th place Eibar during that span. They also rank in the bottom half in total goals allowed. They're 12th out of 20 teams in that category. They're taking on an Atletico squad who hasn't lost a match in their last 10 outings, and that includes 4 shutout victories during that span. Matter of fact, Madrid's coming fresh off a 1-0 shutout victory over Valladolid, along with a 5-0 dominating effort over Osasuna. Atletico is currently in 3rd place in Spanish La Liga with a 13-4 record and 13 draws. They also rank 2nd in the league in total goals allowed. They're giving up just 0.73 goals per match on average for the season, less than a goal per contest. Now, total-wise, 2 out of Atletico's last 3 stayed under the total of 2.5 goals. Levante, on the other side, saw 3 out of their last 4 stay under that total themselves. Give me Atletico Madrid minus 150 and the under 2.5 goals in that contest. Next match, Real Valladolid taking on Getafe, 1:30 p.m. Eastern start time. Getafe is the plus money favorite. They're plus 160. Totals 1.5, heavily juiced to the over. And if you like Valladolid in the upset, they're plus 210, getting the job done. Now, Valladolid's lost. They're giving up... They've given up 2 goals in their last 3 outings. Matter of fact, they lost just 1 out of those 3, and that actually includes a 2-1 victory over Leganes during that stretch. They also held Celta Vigo scoreless in a 0-0 draw during that span as well. Valladolid ranks 7th out of 20 teams in total goals allowed. They're giving up just 1.16 goals per contest on average for this season. They're taking on a favored Getafe squad who's winless in their last 4 straight themselves. And that includes a 2-1 loss to Granada. They were also held scoreless by 16th place Celta Vigo and last place Espanyol. Now, total-wise, 3 out of Getafe's last 5 stayed under the total of 1.5 goals. Meanwhile, on the other side, Valladolid's last 2 straight stayed under that number themselves. And, similar to their counterparts, 3 out of their last 5 also stayed under the 1.5. So with all that said and done, give me the draw at plus 185 and the under 1.5 in that contest. All right, next matchup, it is going to be FC Barcelona squaring off against Athletic Bilbao, 4 p.m. Eastern start time. Barcelona is the $2.75 favorite. Totals 2.5 juice to the over. The draw is plus 380, and if you like Athletic to win it, they're plus $7 on the money line. Now, Athletics coming off a solid 1-0 shutout victory over Real Betis in their last outing. And as a matter of fact, Athletic hasn't lost a match in their last 4 straight, and that includes an impressive 4-1 victory over Real Valladolid. Athletic ranks 3rd in the Liga in total goals allowed. They're giving up just 0.86 goals per contest. Meanwhile, on the Barcelona side of things, well, they've been victorious in just 3 out of their last 6, with 2 of those matches coming by way of draw. They were held scoreless by Sevilla in their last outing. And when it comes to the total in this one, when it comes to the scoring, Barcelona's last 2 straight stayed under the total of 2.5 goals. 5 out of their last 6 also stayed under that number. Meanwhile, 2 out of Athletic's last 3 on the other side stayed under that 2.5 as well. Give me the draw at plus 380 and the under 2.5 goals in that contest. All right, next and final matchup for the show. It is going to be in Italian Serie A. I'm talking about Verona taking on Napoli, 1:30 p.m. Eastern kickoff. Napoli's the $1.10 favorite, totals 2.5, and the draws plus 260. And if you like Verona winning this one outright, They're plus 290 for some money line cash. Now, Verona's lost just 1 out of their last 11, holding their opponents scoreless in 4 of those contests. They also beat the likes of Cagliari and first place Juventus during that span of matches as well. Verona currently ranks 4th in total goals allowed. Very, very good defensively. They're giving up just 1.03 goals per contest. Now, total-wise, Verona saw 3 out of their last 4 get over the total of 2.5 goals. Meanwhile, on the Napoli side, they saw 2 out of their last 4 get over that number themselves, throwing out that Juventus matchup. So with all that said and done, give me Verona +1, getting the job done for some goal line cash in the over. 2.5 goals in that contest. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Once again, don't forget to check me out on Patreon. But most importantly, guys, I got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Happy Monday or Tuesday to you, depending on when you're watching this. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.